It is a golden showdown here in our opening game for our Sunday special here in the UP Varsity Training Center. As right now we've got the San Sebastian Golden Stags going up against the undefeated UST Growling Tigers in their final game of Group B. Now again, it's a very exciting Sunday for all you Hoops fans. We've got a ton of games. Up next, we've got Perpetual versus NU, Mapua versus Adamson, Letran versus Arellano, and our main event, the home team, UP versus LPU. Now, my name is Joshua D, and we are glad to have you with us wherever you may be watching the NSAC College Basketball Campus Tour, where, of course, the best of college basketball are going to go head-to-head. Now, before we head into the action, let's take a quick refresher on our tournament format for us to get a better gist of how things are going to go. So again, we've got 16 teams divided into 4 groups, with each group playing a single round robin to determine who will make it out to the quarterfinals. Again, for our game today, we will shift our attention to Group B as we take a look at NU, Perpetual, San Sebastian, and UST. Again, that is for Group B. For our game at hand, this is going to be the final game for these two teams, San Sebastian and UST. Now, as we take a look at the standings, a stark contrast between the two teams. UST is currently 2-0, while the San Sebastian Golden Stags are in search of their very first win. You know, they've kept it close with their 2 games against Perpetual Altas, and the NU Bulldogs just haven't found the right mix of timing just yet. So, again, we'll see. One streak will be broken one way or another. So let's see whether it will be a winning streak for UST to sit atop Group B, or San Sebastian getting their first win of the NSAC. And for San Sebastian, they started NSAC with a close 2-point loss against NU. It was a very tightly contested game, but in their last game against Perpetual, as you see the results, they lost by 6 points. Despite a horrible shooting night, they only shot 39% from the field against Perpetual's 53%, as well as on the 3-point line, only 25% compared to 47%. But the good sign there is, despite the horrible shooting, they only lost by 6 points. So again, the effort needs to be there for the Golden Stags, and they have to show that effort, especially going up against UST, a top-tier collegiate program who is known for their grit and grind, and especially great 3-point shooting for them. Now, on the other hand, UST had a roaring game, easily dispatching of Perpetual in a strong showing for the Tigers. They won 80-57, and the big difference there was the points in the paint, winning 46-24. They also had a higher field goal percentage, 47% against 31% of the Altas, and it was truly just a strong game from the start up to the finish. But now, without further ado, let's get things going as we turn things over to our Coliseum announcer for our starting lineups. As we take a look at our starting 5, first for San Sebastian, we've got Gabat, Inot, Baroga, Acosta, and Castor. And this is the starting lineup for Coach Tony Tan. And on the other hand, for Coach Pido Harencio and UST, we've got Sevilla, Buksit, the captain Liemet, Koji Buenya Flor, and Chris Porter, the big man. And these will be your starting lineups here in our opening game for our Sunday special. Again, we've got a lot more in store. 5 games here in the UP Varsity Training Center. So stay tuned for this one. It is going to be a great Sunday for all of you Hoops fans. Once again, this is the NSAC College Basketball Campus Tour. This is the final game day of the group phase. After this, we will be moving forward to the crossovers. Just some things to take note of for UST. Notably, they're without their star forward Jello Crisostomo and Collins Ahoy, the star big man, both nursing some injuries. So they will not be suiting up here in this game. They also did not suit up in their last game against Perpetual. So it will be interesting to see where Coach Pido Harencio will go in terms of those big man points. And their last game, Peter Osang, was huge for them. He really stepped up. 16 points, 9 rebounds. So let's see if he will be a major factor in this game. For San Sebastian, they are still looking for that elusive win number 1 here in the NSAC. And again, they have a ton of new players. Only 6 out of the 26-man lineup are from that NCAA Season 101 team. So a lot of new faces for Coach Tony Tan and the Golden Stags. Things are about to get on our way here. Again, this is just the opening match of our Sunday special. We've got a treat for all of you college basketball fans, wherever you may be catching the NSAC College Basketball Campus Tour. So we will have a re-jump here. You know, both teams just a little giddy to start this game. Acosta and Buena Flor on the tip, and San Sebastian will get the first crack at this one. Gabat gets it to Inot. No look pass. They swing it. Acosta. 8 seconds remaining. That's a 3-pointer if it goes. That's short. Chris Porter gets it. Pitches it out to Sevilla. UST will attack the paint. That is denied. Ball will stay with UST. Gotta credit that defensive stop to Kit Baroga. Here comes UST. Sevilla, the one and done from California, looking to show his stuff here. Leamet gets it to Buena Flor in the post. 3 seconds remaining on their shot clock. A second remaining. Fade away. Off the glass is good. That's the first points of the game for UST via Koji Buena Flor. Sweet looking fade away from Koji. Here comes San Sebastian. That's a 3-pointer. No good. And UST is off and running. Buena Flor, spin move. Gets the easy lay-in. And this is why Koji Buena Flor was such a highly touted prospect coming out of that Tiger Cubs program last year. Now a stellar rookie for the black and gold. Scabat passes it off the foot. Sevilla pitches it out. And that's going to be an easy 2 once again for Chris Porter. And that will force Coach Tony Tan and San Sebastian to a very early timeout. UST leads 6-0. Let's take a look at some highlights from that 6-0 start. Again, Koji Bueñaflor with the spin cycle early, showing off the array of moves. And on the other hand, Chris Porter, an easy lay-in for his first 2 points of this ball game. And that's got to be a confidence booster for him. In the last game, he shot 1 of 4, only 2 points in about 20 minutes of play. As Gabat fade away off the glass is good. And San Sebastian gets on the board. Here comes Sevilla. Sevilla, stop and pop is good. Now Donovan Sevilla, that is why they wanted him. He is a great defender, but an even better scorer. As Castro. That is nothing but net for Castro. And sometimes all you need is just one basket to fall. Now it is just a 3-point ball game. San Sebastian gets this steal. Costa all the way will be fouled. Again, that is why the coaches call those types of timeouts. Sometimes it's to stop momentum, but sometimes it's just to recenter the boys. So take a look. A nice fake by Neil Castor. He buries that 3-pointer. The first free throw is good for Mata Costa. Their last game, he had 9 points and 4 rebounds. Now one of the top scorers for the San Sebastian team. So Costa goes 2 of 2 from the line. And just like that, that 6-0 start is gone. UST is now only leading 8-7, a 1-point game. Lemet, the captain, kicks it to the corner. That's short. And here come the Golden Stags. Castor stops, kicks it out. They choose to be a bit more patient with the reverse. And here comes Donovan Sevilla. And Lemet will be fouled. Now we have seen the intensity from San Sebastian has since picked up. That is what you want to see from your team if you're Coach Tony Tan. They have to be aggressive in this game if they want to get their first win of the NSAC. UST has 19 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Still a lot of time for a very good shot. Lemet will miss. San Sebastian with a chance to take their first lead of this ball game. They kick it to the corner. Gabat, nice pass under to Castor, who will be fouled. Sorry, rather that will be a traveling violation whistled by our officials. He felt a bit too much pressure underneath. The UST, here's Sevilla. They try to blitz him. Sevilla cuts. They kick it. Bueñaflor for 3. Couldn't make it, but they get the offensive rebound. Bueñaflor gets it back, and Koji Bueñaflor will score. And Koji looks like a man on a mission here in this first quarter. He's already got 6 points to his name. Acosta finding the cutting Inot. That's an easy 2 for San Sebastian. And the scoring has picked up. Back and forth we go. Sevilla cuts. Loses control there. Unfortunately, it was handled by a yellow shirt. So UST will get that possession back. So we take a look. Koji Bueñaflor staying aggressive and staying with the play. While on the other hand, Inot, a beautiful cut. And an even greater pass by his teammate. Lemet, the flyby, chooses not to take it. They've got 8 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Mark Lemet drives. That pass is stolen. Gabat will go all the way. Nope, that's a chase down. But they're saying that will be a foul on Koji Bueñaflor. Ralph Gabat may have taken a bit too much time there. As we take a look on this fast break, you can see Gabat slowing down, taking a look at Bueñaflor. Again, that will be whistled a foul on Koji. Skabat misses the first. Coach Pedro will keep Koji in this game for now. It's still quite early. We've still got 5 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in this first quarter. 10-9 is your score, a 1-point lead for UST. As we'll see some substitutions here. Christian Richo will check in for Matt Acosta, a mandatory substitution. Now at Sevilla, we are tied at 10 apiece. Buenaflor finds the open corner. Lemet just couldn't make it. That will be a foul on a yellow shirt. Trying to box out Chris Porter on that one. So ball will stay with UST. They've got 12 seconds remaining. As we will see some substitutions. Amiel Asido, the sharpshooter, the marksman, coming in. Hopefully inject some life into the offense of USC. Lemet is open for a second there, chooses not to shoot. They've got 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Lemet to Buenaflor, stolen. Here comes Gabat. That time, that chase down is completed. Ball stays with San Sebastian. A nice feed underneath to Castor. That is sticking with the play. And here comes Donovan Sevilla all the way, will be fouled. And he will get 2 free throws for his troubles. So take a look one more time. A nice feed. And Neil Castor, he has just been ready for that every single time. Already 5 points for him in this first quarter. Sevilla will get 2 free throws. Makes the first. In their last game, he had 9 points, 4 assists, and 3 steals. One of the top defensive players, of course, in the NCAA Division III when he played there for 4 years. Gabat kicks it back inside to Castor. Tries to pass it to Richo, but that is intercepted. The ball will stay with San Sebastian. Matt Acosta is checked back in. San Sebastian with 14 seconds remaining. We're halfway through this first quarter. As we're seeing more of the shooters for Coach Pedro Arencio start to trickle in. Ice Dunting checking in as well. Will they go to a beautiful knockout play underneath to Christian Richo? That is a great inbound play executed perfectly by San Sebastian. They're now up by 3. Asido kicks it out. Open 3-pointer. That's off. They get the offensive rebound. That will be a foul. And this is where we have seen San Sebastian struggle as of late. They don't necessarily have the size to contend underneath. They got a ton of undersized bigs, Christian Richo, Matt Acosta. But again, height is a might, especially in the sport of basketball. So we're seeing Peter Osang has checked in for UST. Asido makes the first. Amiel, a 70% free throw shooter for UST last year. It goes 2 of 2. And that San Sebastian lead is now just 1 point. Acosta will have to bring this one down. There's Inot. Gabat crosses. Doesn't get it off the glass, and here comes UST. Danting all the way, will be fouled. Again, UST starting to get aggressive here, pushing the pace. And they are being rewarded with some free throws. Well, sometimes when the ball is not falling, you have to stay aggressive. Free throws are a great way for you to get your head back in the game, to focus, and to get some easy baskets without the time running. As Ice Danting makes the first. Well, Ice Danting started a couple of games in Season 88 for UST. He had a couple of hot shooting games as well. So that will be a lane violation on a UST player. So now we're going to see Kurt Cañete check in for Koji Peñaflor. Kurt Cañete, of course, a highly recruited prospect from the Tiger Cubs program, choosing to stay at home. Now Gabat is on Danting. Now Danting is a great defender. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Gabat loses him, steps back. That's off. Osang will get that board. Now UST will push. That's a three-pointer for Ice. That will be a foul on the rebound. And they are trying to box out Mer Alao. So Ice Danting will get a warning for faking a foul. Again, you can't kick out from your jump shot because that could be called an offensive foul. I'm saying Mer Alao. Now, Mer not lined up last season for UST, but was a reserve. It appears that he will be getting his shot this season. One of a handful of very talented guards coming out of that UST program. And they will be needing him and these guards to step up, of course, with Fort Padregao graduating, as well as Nick Cabanero. The big question is, where will the scoring come from for UST? It's Carlo Inot. They've got 13 seconds remaining. Inot drives, kicks it off. That's denied. The ball will stay with San Sebastian. San Sebastian with 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Nice feed underneath to Risho. He will get 2 free throws for his troubles. San Sebastian keeping it close in this first quarter as Risho misses the first. This is the intensity that they need to get that first win. We saw glimpses of it in their games against Perpetual and NU. But can they sustain it for the whole game? That is the question at hand. As that pass was intercepted by Inot. I see some substitutions here for San Sebastian. As Carlo Inot will check out. Nurben Muktemar will check in. Osang back to Cañete. Asido Danting was open, steps back for 3. And that shot is pure for Ice Danting. Specialty of the house for Ice. Now UST up by 4 points. Acosta against Osang. A tough mismatch there. Gabat to find the open Muktemar. 3 seconds remaining on the shot clock. But will miss a great stop there by UST. Now they're pushing the pace. Cañete for three. Back-to-back triples for UST. Now that will be a foul on the Golden Stags for pushing. You've got to keep your composure in a physical matchup as we take a look at the step back by Ice Danting. Cold as ice on that three-pointer. And on the other hand, Kurt Cañete showing why the homegrown prospect doing what he does best, and will be back after this timeout. Juan Gomez de Liano on your screens. Of course, watching his two younger brothers. The Deliano family, very accustomed to the home court advantage here in UP. Got Jordy and Jaime both on the Golden Stags roster. It's nice to see a UP legend, Juan GDL himself. Oh, here comes UST. Asido will fire a triple. Couldn't make it 3 in a row, but he will get his offensive rebound. Osang left alone and will get the easy 2. UST with an 8-0 run here to close out this first quarter. We still got 2 minutes remaining in this first. Now they are up by 9 points. That will be a foul on UST. See Coach Pito Harencho quickly telling his team some adjustments on the defensive end. Again, that's why these tournaments are so important. It's for you to find your groove both offensively and defensively as a team, especially for a team who is looking to build a new culture here, as that will be an and one opportunity. Kent Bacani with a very tough basket, fading away, absorbing the contact. So we take a look one more time. He fades away after absorbing that contact and buries that mid-range J. Bacani completes the 3-point play, so that's 3 points the hard way for Kent. UST now up by 6. Asido. Great defense here so far by San Sebastian. They feed it to Osang underneath, and that will be a foul on Christian Richo. That will be the penalty for San Sebastian. And when you're facing these bigs like Chris Porter, Peter Osang, sometimes you have no choice but to give up that foul and live with the free throws. So Osang makes the first. That left-handed free throw looking great for Peter Osang. Osang 2 of 2. So now we're seeing another substitution here. Christian Richo will sub out. Vince Suico will check in. Costa tried to get it to Inot. They do. And he will be fouled. Peter Osang clearly does not agree with the call. And that is the perks of staying aggressive. UST was not yet set on defense. And Carlo Inot taking full advantage of that, going full speed to the rim. He misses the first. And UST still with an 8-point lead. And this game still within reach for San Sebastian. As Inot will make the second. That a 7-point lead. And Chris Porter will sub in. And Chris Porter, the transferee from Ateneo de Manila University, had a great rookie year there, choosing to move. Here comes Cañete. Alao back to Cañete. They feed Porter. That's intercepted. Bacani. They give it to Suico underneath. Nice passing from the bigs. Just couldn't convert. And here comes UST. 54 seconds remain in this quarter. As Ice Danting buries his second three-pointer of this ball game. And it's going to be a very cozy corner for Ice Danting if they leave him with that shot all game long. UST is now up by 10. As we take a look at what just happened there. Kirk Cañete holding on to the arm of Carlo Inot. Carlo Inot will make his first free throw. Again, they are in the penalty. We still got 39 seconds remaining in this first quarter. For our opening game here in our Sunday special, still a ton of games left to be played. As Inot goes 2 of 2. Full court press being applied by the Golden Stags. That pass almost intercepted by Carlo Inot. Cañete. They get it to Asido. Asido is blitzed. Asido. That's a 3 for Alao. That's short. They get the offensive rebound. Alao kicks it. Asido open 3. And you can't leave that man open. That's another three-pointer. Amiel Asido. Inot gets an unbelievable shot off the glass. Now we are down to 5 seconds. Alao kicks it. Danting for 3. That's too strong. Porter won't be able to put that one up, and that will be the end of our first quarter. UST currently holding on to a 9-point lead, 32-23, and we'll be right back for our second quarter. You're still joining us here in the NSAC College Basketball Campus Tour, where currently UST is leading 32-23 with points such as that from Koji Bueñaflor. So we take a look at some of the highlights. Earlier on, it was all UST, a 6-0 run for them to start this game. But since then, San Sebastian has crawled their way back. Even at a point, they're having a 2-point lead. But again, UST, the firepower and the size just too much to contain in that first quarter, giving them a 9-point lead to end the first. Peter Osang doing some work underneath. And on the other hand, it was Carlo Inot and some help from Kent Bacani. Again, your score is 32-23. Our second quarter has begun. Sevilla step back three. That's off to the right. They throw it up ahead. Acosta will miss. And UST on the counter attack. Asido is fouled. And Carlo Inot, a bit too quick for his own good, couldn't control his pace there, bumping into Amiel Asido. As Asido makes the first. The last game, Amiel Asido had 11 points, went 2 of 2 from the three-point line. Today, he already has 2 3-pointers. So he is on track to surpass that total. Here comes Moctemar. Bit of a careless handle there. San Sebastian, only 10 seconds left to work with. Castor lost his footing there. And here comes UST. Spin move is denied by Acosta. San Sebastian trying to recover. Inot swings it to Castor. Back to Bacani. That's a corner triple. If it goes, and it does. That's Ralph Gabat, a corner three. They will need more from him if they want a comeback here. They're just down by 8 points. Sevilla. Porter looking for some friends. Asido. Sevilla. 2-man game here. 4 seconds remaining. Porter. That pass is stolen. Here comes San Sebastian. Acosta all the way. Will miss the gimme. They will regain possession. Castor open three-pointer. That's short. UST with a chance to score here. Donovan Sevilla tried to kick it to the corner to Asido. That will be a foul on the Golden Stags. So you can see the coaching staff of UST giving some instructions to Donovan Sevilla right away. Telling him, once you have that shot, you gotta take it. UST with 16 to work with. They get it to Porter underneath, who will score. And sometimes it doesn't have to be the flashiest, most intricate play. Just get it to your big man underneath and let him score. Zone defense being applied here by UST. 2-3 zone. Gabat. Pass is intercepted. And here comes Donovan Sevilla. Asido. Head and shoulder fake for the easy two. But he will be fouled and will shoot 2 free throws instead. This is where you start to see some growth from some of your more senior guys like Amiel Asido. A couple of years ago, Amiel would have just taken that three-pointer, but you can see the beautiful head and shoulder fake, changing his pace and going up, getting that foul. Asido makes the first and one of the top free throw shooters for UST. In season 88, he shot 70%. Just an all-around shooter and a top-tier scorer. So we see Mark Liamet check in. Full court press being applied here by UST. They want to extend this lead. Alforque kicks it to the corner. That's short. Acosta fighting for it underneath. And Carlo Inot getting the easy two. Carlo Inot has consistently stayed aggressive in this game. As Liamet found himself wide open. A bit too open. As Sevilla will get the end one. Donovan Sevilla, his first field goal of this game. So we take a look, Donovan, the ball just falls into his hands. You can see UST having a bit of fun here in the NSAC. UST is now up 40-28, a 12-point lead by UST. The free throw is just short. UST is able to recover. That will be a jump ball. And our possession arrow will dictate it will go to San Sebastian. Inot, he had the one-on-one against Sevilla, chooses to stay patient. Alforque is stopped. Great defense here by UST. They couldn't complete the steal there. Richo, 4 seconds remaining, steps back, a tough shot for Christian Richo. Now UST is able to gain possession. Here's Liamet. 6 minutes, 27 remaining in the second quarter. That's another and one for UST, courtesy of James Jomawas. That is why you have to practice those footwork drills. Beautiful footwork on display for James Jomawas. That will force a timeout from San Sebastian. We'll be right back after this timeout. You're still joining us here in the NSAC College Basketball Campus Tour. My name is Joshua D, and we are glad to have you with us wherever you may be watching us. And our game at hand is UST against San Sebastian, where UST currently holds on to a 42-28 lead with 6 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in this first half. Now James Jomawas will go to the free throw line for this end one opportunity. He will miss the free throw. San Sebastian, they have got to generate some more offense here in the second quarter. As Carlo Inot loses control there. UST with another stop. Jomawas will man the point guard duties. He will be against Inot. Jomawas kicks it. Guenya floor left open for three. It's a bit too strong. Esteban had a hand on it. But ball will go to San Sebastian. I'll say that was a foul on a rebounder. We're going to see some substitutions here. Keith Baroga will check back in. He started this game. He is still scoreless in this one. Gabat all the way gets it to Baroga. 15 seconds on their shot clock. Risho stops, gets it to Acosta. Free throw line jumper, no good. James Jumawas will have to bring the ball down. UST a chance to extend this lead even further. They kick it to the corner. Esteban for three. That's pure. Charles Esteban. One of those standouts choosing to stay in UST from that Tiger Cubs program. As Inot a beautiful feed to Risho. And that will be a foul. The action has since picked up. So we take a look. Nice read there by Jumawas to the corner triple by Esteban. Peter Osang will check back into this ball game. Christian Risho will go to the line for two. And he misses the first. Now in season 101 of the NCAA, he was only a 51% free throw shooter. And he makes the second. Charles Buxit has checked in for UST. And 45-29 is your score, a 16-point lead by UST. Here's Buxit. Jumawas will use the pick from Osang. Osang just couldn't handle it. And here comes San Sebastian. Gabat to Risho. Off balance shot. But they get another offensive rebound. Carlo Inot. They stick with the possession. 9 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Gabat, where will he go? Calls his own number and gets the nice layup. Ralph Gabat, the top scorer so far for San Sebastian. Slam it. That's a three-pointer for Jumawas. So far, the UST offense has come alive here. We got Inot. Back to Baroga. They're choosing to swing. Gabat will attack. They find the open corner. Risho, corner three, in and out. Still couldn't find the mark from deep. Here comes UST. They want to get that ball to Liamet. Osang underneath gets the easy layup. Now the baskets are flowing for UST. A 19-point lead. Gabat tries a three-pointer. They get in an offensive rebound here. Ralph Gabat. They swing it to the other corner. Acosta hounded here. Fighting for that ball. UST gets it. They will pitch it out. They have numbers. That's an offensive foul on Charles Esteban. That is the type of things that these young men have to get used to, the rookies. It's a different game once you come to the college teams. This Ice Tanting is set to check in for UST. We're also seeing Muktemar come in for San Sebastian. Muktemar bringing that ball down. He is against the bigger Liamet. Bakani, they kick it back. Risho looking for the open man here. Great defense so far by UST. 6 seconds remain. Moktemar, step back three. That's short. Here comes UST. Lemet. Buksit was open for a second there. Chooses the lay-in. He will be fouled. That will be 2 free throws for Charles Buksit. Buksit gets the bounce. He extends this lead to 20 points. They have blown this lead. A very strong second quarter for them, 18-8 to be exact. Now they hold a 21-point lead against San Sebastian. 2 minutes and 16 seconds remain in this first half. Lemet gets it to Osang. Osang all the way. He tried to go for the slam, just couldn't complete it there, but that was almost a highlight play. So we take a look at this posterization. Peter Osang, he was wincing, saying sayang. The whole UST bench was ready to erupt. I'm sure Peter is going to look for that dunk sooner rather than later. These FSAs of UST, known rim rattlers, Peter Osang and Colin Zakowe. Again, in case you're wondering, Jello Crisostomo and Colin Zakowe both nursing some injuries. They did not play in their last game against Perpetual and are not suited up for today's game. Bakani, another tough shot. He's hit a couple of those tough shots. They will need more from their guys here if they want to make this comeback. That's a steal. Demar, that's stolen right back. Lemet is fouled. So we take a look. Ken Bakani just so good at absorbing that contact and staying balanced, staying composed, managing to get that off the glass. Mark Lemet will get his first points of this game. Not an easy shooting night for him. He still managed to make his minutes count. 0 of 4 so far today, but he has helped out where it matters. 2 rebounds and 3 assists as the captain. The ball will stay with San Sebastian. Now you know USD is going to pressure you. So now this is a great chance for their guys, the guys of Coach Tony Tan, to learn how to deal with that pressure from a top defensive team in the UAAP. Here's Bakani. He's got Buksit on him. It will be a foul on Charles Buksit. A holding foul. And the lead is 22. 55-35 is your score. With a minute and 16 remaining in this half. Maroga looking for some friends here. Get it back to Bakani. Velasco against Osang. Risho lost control of it there. Risho up and under, will get the end one finish. This is a great shot by Christian Risho. So we take a look. A spin move and absorbs the contact off the glass. For San Sebastian, you have got to stay aggressive. There's still a whole half of basketball after this left to be played. You gotta use these moments as chances to grow. San Sebastian finished 5th in their group in the NCAA Season 100 tournament. So that's something they want to build upon as Buksit fires a triple that's short. Inot, a nice feed to Bacani who will score. San Sebastian trying to spark something here. 40 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Nice feed there. Osang tried to throw it down once more. He will be fouled. Peter Osang looking for a posterization here today. So we take a look. Second attempt thwarted by San Sebastian. The bench of UST having a laugh at it. They know what Peter wanted to do as he makes the first free throw. Both of the teams are in the penalty with 32.8 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Okay, UST still on that full court press. Baroga back to Bacani. They're looking for some friends. They managed to get it across. Here's Inot. Carlo Inot left open for 3. That's short. Bothered by Osang. Lemet will hold for this last shot. 10 seconds remaining. 8 seconds. 5. They kick it. Allow 2 seconds. He'll have to fire. He loses it. And that will be the end of our half. UST with a commanding lead here, 57-38. As they're controlling this game against the San Sebastian Golden Stags. And a lot of things to build on. For now, again, your score 57-38, and we'll be back for a whole half of some NSAC basketball. You're still joining us here in the NSAC College Basketball Campus Tour, where we're making our stop here in the University of the Philippines Diliman campus, where so far it has been all UST. A strong showing from the Growling Tigers that first quarter, 32-23, and an even better second quarter, only holding San Sebastian to 15 points compared to their 25, giving them a strong 19-point lead at the half. San Sebastian, they have shown some glimpses of intensity, of aggressiveness. Again, that's not enough when you're facing a top-tier team in the UAAP like UST. And we saw some glimpses, Kent Bacani and Carlo Inot, Christian Richo, trying their best to spark some life into the offense of the Golden Stags. But at the end of the day, UST with a commanding 19-point lead at the half. As we take a look at some of our statistics, it has been a tough shooting day for San Sebastian. 13 of 34 from the field, 2 of 11 from three-point line, while for UST, they're shooting a nice 50%, 16 of 32, while for three-pointers, 6 of 19, courtesy of their shooters. So rebounding, no surprise, going the way of UST. Again, fast break points, second chance points, all of these stats that are dictated by effort and aggressiveness. UST is winning in that regard. So San Sebastian has to pick up the pace. Now for our leading scorers for the Golden Stags, you got Inot, Gabat, and Richo. And on the other hand, for UST, it's Peter Osang, Buenya Flor, and Asido. Iceland Ting also had a couple of three-pointers. He should be fourth on that list if we were to show a top four. So just a special mention there from the shooter from UST. UST now with a 19-point lead to start our third quarter. We still got a whole half of basketball left. So for San Sebastian, it's not just about making the comeback. It's about showing the effort. It's about showing the will to win. And I believe that's what Coach Tony Tan has emphasized to them. He knows that this team is filled with some young guys. Only 6 holdovers from season 101 from the last NCAA season. But these young guys need to prove their worth, and they need to show that they are willing to stand up to a top team like UST. And our third quarter is on the way. Sevilla will start us off playing point guard here. You can really see Coach Pido Harencho trying to ease Donovan Sevilla back into this UST system. He is a one and done. As he gets the floater to go, Donovan Sevilla. I think he heard me talking about him getting on the board, the first points for UST in the second half. As Inot gets it to Acosta underneath, couldn't make the gimme. Sayang doon. Now UST on the counterattack. Asido gets it to Porter underneath. Porter is stripped. And Gabat saying he got all ball there. First, let's take a look. Donovan Sevilla carving his way underneath for that easy floater. Donovan Sevilla, for you fans of the UST Growling Tigers, he is a one and done for California. It's Chris Porter. He did his residency last year. He will be eligible for season 89 of the UAAP. He misses the second. Here's Gabat. He's thwarted there. The double team comes. Castor gets it. And that's stolen. Here comes Asido. All the way for the easy two. Again, UST just using that length to their advantage. Got Buenya Flor on the smaller Inot. Here's Gabat. Back to Acosta. Acosta hounded underneath. Gabat left open for three. Has not been a kind shooting day from three-point line for San Sebastian. As Buenya Flor. We get it to Sevilla. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Donovan kicks it out for three. That's another triple by UST. This time courtesy of Giro Sevilla. both Sevillas on the court at the same time. Gabat, nice try on the finish, just couldn't get the bounce. Now UST wants to extend this lead even further, adding more insult to injury. Asido, up and under is good. UST has been on fire to start this third quarter, and that will force Coach Tony Tan of San Sebastian to call timeout. As we take a look at that steal from Amiel Asida, sparking an 8-0 run for UST in this last 2 minutes. A three-pointer there, adding more insult to injury. And again, Amiel Asido, 4 points out of this 8-0 run, just doing what he does best. Full court press is still being applied by UST. Inot against Asido is stripped there. Acosta, right place at the right time for two. Donovan Sevilla, two-man game with Chris Porter. Porter just couldn't handle the pass. It's going to be a traveling violation. Acosta. Inot has Sevilla on him. That will be a foul on Donovan Sevilla. So Inot will bring this one across. San Sebastian with a lot of room to make up for. Down 27. Castor. Back to Baroga. 8 seconds remain on their shot clock. Acosta will have the fire. Spins. Inot, a far three-pointer. That's off. That will be a shot clock violation. Ball will go to UST. Again, that UST defense has been stifling. They have been on their game on both ends of the floor. Sevilla kicks it back to Asido. Amiel looking for Porter underneath. That will be a turnover. Sometimes when you want to feed your big man, those passing lanes, they close and they close quickly. San Sebastian still looking for their first points of this quarter. Gabat fade away. No go. UST. Asido, no look pass. A bit too fancy there. Ball will go the other way. Here comes San Sebastian. Gabat back to Inot. Sevilla is on him. Inot picks up his dribble. Acosta will fire a three-pointer. Couldn't get it off the glass. Here comes Donovan Sevilla. Kick it to the corner, that's intercepted. But this time, ball will go to the Golden Stags. So we're seeing Junik Segovia check in, as well as Jordi Gomez de Liano, 2 of the 6 holdovers from season 101. Moctemar brings this one across. Still scoreless in this game. Here's Segovia. Castor was left open. He could have taken that three-pointer. It's Moctemar, that's short. UST trying to run with it. They get it back to Porter underneath for the easy 2. Giro Sevilla, nice feed there for an easy 2 for Chris Porter. Enot picks up his dribble. Moctemar back to Enot. 8 seconds remaining on their shot clock. Enot will drive off the glass. Still no good for them. Asido pushing the pace. Asido turns the corner, and what a layup from Amiel Asido. And getting an extra roll off the basket here in UP. Enot is fouled. So we take a look first at that nice feed to Chris Porter for that easy 2. Chris Porter aggressive in this game. And Amiel Asido just flips it up and in after turning that corner on the baseline. Enot makes the first. Now a 30-point game. Make that a 29-point game for them. So we're seeing Kuya check into this game, as well as the captain Mark Lemet. Now Amiel Asido, when he checked into this ball game in the third, you could really tell he wanted to push the pace. He wanted to run and run with a purpose. That has given them an even bigger lead. Now we're seeing some fresh faces here for UST. Brial Teng will check in, as well as Ivan Callum. That is Castor underneath. And finally lifts the lid for San Sebastian. Let's see if they can get it going, as Porter almost gets it stolen from. May have shuffled his feet there. Flor. 9 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Callum kicks it out. Teng for 3. And that's off to the left. Ball will go to San Sebastian. And sometimes all you need is to see one drop for the floodgates to be opened. And San Sebastian definitely hoping for that one. Moctemar brings this one across. He has the smaller Brial Teng on him. Segovia, 10 seconds on their shot clock. They kick it to the corner. Jordi for 3. That's off. UST with a chance to extend this lead even further. They get it to the corner. Back to Lemet. Porter, back to Lemet. He was left open. Just lost the handle there. Here's Kuya. They kick it back to him. He was open. Chooses not to take it. Castor will fire. That's short. Still a very tough third quarter for San Sebastian. Callum. They get it to Buena Flor underneath. Back to Callum. Two-man game, no good. Porter is there, and Porter will get the end one. Chris Porter, height is might for this young man. He's had a great game so far, 7 points, a perfect 3 of 3 from the field, doing all the dirty work underneath, getting the board, and he had one finish. Porter already with 7 points, 6 rebounds to his name. He misses it. They almost get the tip. San Sebastian caught sleeping there. You have got to be aware. I know that this game is a bit out of reach, but you have got to stay present in the moment. Don't look at the scoreboard. You got to keep playing. As Teng, he gets it, floats it up and in. That's Braille Teng, his first points of this ball game. You can hear the UST bench is loud and proud. They're supporting their guys here, trying to break the spirits of San Sebastian and go undefeated in their group. Liemet back to Osang. Pass intercepted there. San Sebastian gets it. Here's Segovia all the way for the easy two. An easy basket such as that has not come easy for San Sebastian. Calum underneath will be fouled. So we take a look. Braille Teng, a nice fake, leading him to an easy floater. So now we're seeing some substitutions come in. Carlo Inot has checked back into this ball game, as well as Ralph Gabat. Lapot makes the second free throw. Here comes Inot. That will be a holding foul. That will be on Lapot. You have to give credit to Neil Castor, a great seal out there for him. Now San Sebastian with 14 to work with. 2 minutes and 19 remaining in this third quarter. That's a steal by UST. Liemet back to Osang. Nice feed to Osang. Lapot back to Mark Liemet all the way for two. And they will call that foul on Mark Liemet. You know, Mark Liemet and Carlo Inot, a great relationship there. Both of them laughing it off. So we take a look at this one. A tough finish by Mark Liemet as he goes all the way. And then look at him holding on to Inot. That's the type of intercollegiate sportsmanship that we love to see. As for UST, they're seeing some of their young guys check in. Segovia for three. And that is a three-pointer for San Sebastian. That's their first three-pointer since the first quarter. And they have loved to see that one drop. Teng is denied. Segovia trying to spark some life into the Golden Stags. Segovia spins. Castor is denied by Liemet. Another steal by San Sebastian. Inot will challenge Bangko. They tried to go high off the glass. 1 minute and 15 remain in this third quarter. That's Melano. Liemet will use the pick from Melano. Liemet back to Lapot. 3 seconds remaining. Lapot loses control, and that will be a traveling violation. 53 seconds remain in this third quarter. UST still with a 30-point lead. Segovia back to Inot. So Risho tried to feed it underneath. That will be a foul on him. Frustration foul, Christian Risho. Golden Stags already with 4 fouls. Here comes Tang. Uses the pick from Melano. It's Lorenzo Banco. 24 seconds remaining, 9 on the shot clock. They try to feed it to Banco underneath. The ball will stay with UST. They still got 5 seconds remaining on that shot clock. Shot clock did not reset. Vince Sowico has checked in. UST with 5 seconds to make something work here. Banco fakes the handoff, goes all the way. Just couldn't make the basket. Now the shot clock is turned off. 10 seconds remaining in this third. 9 seconds remaining. Inot is pummeled. That will be 2 free throws for Carlo Inot. As we take a look, Carlo Inot just facing a brick wall in Lorenzo Banco. He will get 2 free throws for that contact. As Inot makes the first. Inot will miss the second. 5 seconds remaining. 3 seconds. They kick it. Tang, floater. Beats the buzzer. And our officials saying that will count. They will review it though to see if that counted, but that looked good from our angle. And if that is, that will end our third quarter 81-50. Officials will review it just to make sure. So we take a look from our angle. He definitely got that one off on time, so that should be 2 points for USC, courtesy of Bral Tang on that floater. And with that, your score of this third quarter is 81-50, a 31-point lead for UST against San Sebastian, and we'll be right back for our fourth and final quarter. Take a look at some of our highlights of that third quarter. An impressive third quarter for UST, 24-12 against the San Sebastian Golden Stags. Amiel Acido pushing that pace to start that third. And an 8-0 run for them to start this third quarter. And since then, the floodgates have been open. At UST, they have just been on a tear. San Sebastian trying their best to keep it close, but again, at the end of the day, UST with full control of this one. As our fourth quarter will get on our way here. St. Kirk Cañete check into this game to start the fourth. And the rookie point guard Porter has got a mouse in the house situation. Porter, fade away, can't get it to go. Here comes San Sebastian. Inot tried to outmaneuver his way there. The ball will stay with San Sebastian. JL Milano just couldn't handle it. San Sebastian with a 16-second shot clock. Gabat, nice fake there, up and under to Inot. Couldn't get the lay-in. And here comes UST. Cañete. They are feeding Porter underneath. And that mismatch. Porter ends up with it. That will be a foul on a yellow shirt. So UST will stay with it. UST with a fresh 14. Here's Cañete. And that will be a foul. This time that's on Gabat. Trying to hold back Milano. Two quick fouls for San Sebastian, and that's not what you want to see, especially in this fourth quarter. You don't want to get into the penalty early, especially with a huge lead that they're trying to overcome. Liamet tries a three-pointer. That's short. UST winning the offensive rebounding battle here. Cañete, he had some space, drives, floater, no good. And here comes San Sebastian. They kick it out. Alforque for two. And on the other hand, Chris Porter. Can't celebrate those baskets because there's someone waiting on the other end of the court. Alforque looking for Gabat. He picked up his dribble there. 7 seconds remaining. Milano gets a hand on it. They regain possession. Again, they will whistle that a foul. Ball will stay with San Sebastian. And 14 for the Golden Stags. Let's see what they come up with. Alforque just losing it to the bigger man in Milano. On the other hand, we're seeing some more of the rookies check in. That's Charles Esteban. And the prized rookies from the Tiger Cubs program. Porter against Suico, spinning, fading, and will get the foul. Chris Porter with a smile on his face.
Back in reality, number 25, Vince Suico hits first three on the Golden Stags. So your feedback, Chris Porter.
Porter will make the first. For San Sebastian, you may be down by a big margin, but this is still a chance for you to run some sets and to test out some of your offensive strategies, especially against a top-tier team like UST. It's a great way for you guys to build character as well. As they pitch it out, Alforque. He had numbers there, Alforque. Chooses to stay patient with it. Alwen takes it himself, goes all the way for two. That is the reward for staying patient. You get to survey the floor and see some openings. Here's Porter. Swings it to the corner to book it for three. That's pure. Charles Buxet, his first three-pointer of this ball game. And especially with the way they're double teaming Chris Porter, expect to find those corners wide open. Over eager there for San Sebastian. As first we take a look That easy layup by Alforque. And on the other end, Porter finding Buxit will spot up and make that corner triple. Well, that is the spot on the floor that you're going to have to give up, especially if you're going to double team the big man in the post. Porter back to Lemet. Lemet mid-range J is good. Not the best shooting night for Mark Lemet, but he has done all the other intangibles that you would want out of your captain. Rebounding, hustling, passing that ball, playing great defense. Here's Lemet. They get it back to Porter. They've been going to Chris consistently. 10 seconds on the shot clock for UST. Lemet mid-range J, that's short. San Sebastian trying to cut this lead down. Alforque feeds it to Suico underneath, is denied. He will get a foul, and he will shoot 2 free throws.
His third personal, 2 on the Growling Panthers. 2 free throws for Asiabasket.
Suico misses the first. This is a 36-point lead by UST. Suico goes 0 of 2 from the line. UST still with a 36-point lead with 6 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Buxit. They're trying to get it to Porter. Porter causing some mayhem underneath. Again, drawing a foul on a yellow shirt. So we're seeing some substitutions here. Giro Sevilla and James Chumawas will check in. Buxit and Lemet will check out. Here's Porter. Chumawas all the way. Couldn't get the lay-in to fall. Here comes San Sebastian. That corner triple left open. They get the offensive rebound. A nice spin move there. Velasco, his first 2 points of this ball game. Cañete. Chumawas using the pick here. Porter will try a triple. That was a confident looking stroke, just couldn't bury it. San Sebastian trying to get some offense going in this fourth quarter. Still got 5 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. That's a steal. Cañete one-on-one. Doesn't make the basket. San Sebastian trying to make up for some lost time here. Mid-range J is good. That's Q Magale. His first basket of this ball game. Now UST running with their young guys here. Cañete kicks it out to the corner. Sevilla buries that. That is another 3 by Sevilla. That will be a backcourt violation, so UST will get that ball back. Sevilla on inbounding duties here. 35-point lead. Bangko spins. Kicks it to the corner. Open corner 3 for UST. That's too strong. Bangko drives. Kicks it out to the wrong man. They regain it. Sevilla will fire. That's off, and San Sebastian finally with possession. Now 3 minutes and 50 remain. Alforque all the way will be fouled. And that type of aggressiveness will bring you to the line for 2 free throws.
His second 3 on the Growling players. 2 free throws for Alforque.
As Alforque makes the first. San Sebastian without their main scorer in the last NCAA season, Ian Quahao. He now plays for the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters in the PBA. So now they are looking for options on who will score. Sevilla will miss that 3-pointer. Jomawas, one-on-one here, loses it. And here comes Segovia. Segovia all the way for 2, will miss. UST trying to push the pace there. Matrix move by Sevilla, evading the out of bounds. As Esteban using his might there, going all the way for 2. Here comes Sevilla, all the way. You know, Segovia has been a bright spot for San Sebastian in this game. Aggressive, has done it all for them. It's just not enough. Bangko loses the ball. That was a beautiful pass by Brael Teng. Just couldn't be handled by Lorenzo Bangko. And another layup missed. As Sevilla will challenge Castor. And Giro Sevilla will make the basket. And you can hear the UST bench here in the UP Varsity Training Center. They are loving every second of action from these young guys. 2 minutes and 19 remain. Castor, nice feed underneath to Velasco. Will get 2 free throws. So we take a look one more time. Charles Esteban all the way, muscling his way to the paint. And on the other hand, Segovia spin cycle into the easy layup for them. That is quickly erased, and that has been the story of the game. Every time San Sebastian has got a shot, it is quickly erased by a 3-pointer or another shot from UST. Velasco will miss the first free throw. It's off to the left. Makes the second. Now we'll see some substitutions. Velasco will check out. Axel Quitana will check in. Jomawas all the way for 2. That's an N1 of his own. James Jomawas showing some potential here. There's a great looking hop step from James Jomawas as he completes the 3-point play. UST has now reached the 100 mark here. Again, this is their highest scoring output in this tournament. Their previous games, they have only reached about 80 to 70. Jomawas side steps, delayed layup there. Teng will track it down. 14 to work with. Teng, mid-range J, that's short. San Sebastian will come up with it. We're seeing Kent Bacani check in for Jordi Gomez de Liano. Rather for Neil Castor. So Jordi will stay in. Here's Bacani. He made a handful of tough shots earlier. Another one of those standouts here in this game for San Sebastian. Segovia 12 seconds on the shot clock. Segovia, floater off the glass, no good. Ball will stay with San Sebastian. Makani, head and shoulder fake. Nice Euro step is denied though. Milano timed that one perfectly on the block.
Pushing foul, number 32, again behind, that's his fourth.
Charles Esteban will go to the line for 2 free throws. He makes the first. Esteban 2 of 2 from the line. UST now with a 102-63 lead. That's 39 points. A huge deficit. Segovia for 3. It's a confident looking jumper. Segovia, 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock. He will fire once again. This time too strong. Jomawas getting that board. Intercepted. 3-pointer still no good for San Sebastian. Sevilla passes it to the wrong man. And here comes San Sebastian. Jordi is denied. The second block by Jet Lee Milano. Kuya. Back to Jordi. Still no go for them. And that will be all she wrote. UST will hold for the final 10 seconds of this ball game and will come up with a huge 39-point win. And we have to credit both sides. San Sebastian just couldn't hang on. And UST, they were just relentless in this game. They played so well from start to finish, leading us to our final score, 102-63, going the way of the UST Growling Tigers. Now our rebounder of the game, none other than Chris Porter, 9 rebounds for him, almost a double-double affair. He played so well, creating a lot of those mismatches and easy opportunities as well for his team. So again, Chris Porter, your Reyes Barbecue rebounder, as well as your player of the game. And you can see the love from his teammates. 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. What a bounce back game from Chris Porter. In their last game, he only had 2, but for sure, he's starting to find his rhythm and he's starting to find his groove with this UST squad. UST just with a dominant performance. So we take a look at some of our highlights here. San Sebastian, they're trying to find some answers offensively. Not a bad showing. They were still able to score about 60 points. Again, at the end of the day, UST, just one of those days where everything was falling for them. They were getting easy shots. And for San Sebastian, the shots were hard to come by, especially from three-point land. UST coming up with it. A great win. They will be undefeated. And that will end our opening game here as UST will take the win against San Sebastian. Again, for now, this has been Joshua D, and in behalf of our amazing crew that have made this possible, this has been the NSAC College Basketball Campus Tour, and we'll be right back for more basketball coming up next.